So Google just quietly dropped what might be one of the most powerful AI updates of the year, and almost nobody is talking about it. We're talking about NotebookLM. What used to be a simple AI notebook has now morphed into a full-blown autonomous research agent. And yeah, this is a fundamental shift in how we can use AI for actually getting work done.
And I really want to hammer this point home right from the start. What we're looking at here, it isn't just another chatbot. It's not a slightly smarter search engine. This new deep research feature is a whole new category of AI tool. It's one that doesn't just answer your questions. It actually goes out, builds a research plan, and then executes it for you. All right, to really get why this is such a game changer, here's how we're going to break it down. We'll start with what this new research assistant is. Then we'll dive into the step-by-step process it follows. After that, we'll check out the new tech that's powering it all, see how it turns raw data into stuff you can actually use, and finally, we'll think about what this means for, the future of knowledge itself.
Okay, so let's start with the big idea here. NotebookLM isn't just a smart place to keep your notes anymore. It's now got this feature that acts like a proactive, autonomous research agent. You're not just chatting with an AI, you are literally delegating entire research projects.
The best way to think about deep research is like this. Imagine you give your intern a really complex question. A few minutes later, and I mean just a few minutes, they come back with a professional, multi-page briefing document. Every single claim is cited, linked, and ready to go. That's the level of work we're talking about here. It's pretty wild.
So we know what it does, but how does it actually pull it off? Let's pop the hood and look at the process, which is, and I love this, surprisingly transparent. You can see exactly how it thinks.
And the whole process is just brilliant in its simplicity. It starts with your query, right? Your question. But then, and this is my favorite part, in step 2, the AI actually shows you its plan of attack. It tells you what it's going to search for and how. Then it goes off, browses everything, and synthesizes it into a report. And here's the crucial part. Step 5, it cites everything. You can click on any sentence and see exactly where it got that info. And finally, you just import the whole thing, the report and all the source materials, right into your notebook.
Now, it's also important to know that you've got two different modes to choose from. On one hand, you have fast research. Think of this as Google search on steroids. It's for when you need quick answers and summaries, right now. But then you've got deep research, and that's the whole shebang. That's for when you need the AI to really dig in, cross-reference sources, and build you a comprehensive briefing from the ground up.
So you're probably asking, okay, what kind of tech is making all this possible? I mean, for this kind of deep dive, there has to be some serious horsepower under the hood. So let's get into the core upgrades that are driving this whole thing. The first thing you have to wrap your head around is just the sheer scale we're dealing with. NotebookLM is running on Google's latest Gemini models, and they come with a 1 million token context window. That number is just absolutely massive, and it's what really separates this from a lot of other AI tools out there. But what does a 1 million token window actually mean for you? Well, it means the AI can basically read and process an entire book, or hundreds of different documents, or huge datasets, all at once in a single go. It lets the AI understand and connect the dots across a massive amount of information in a way that just wasn't possible before.
And get this, it's not just about text anymore. The file support has been massively expanded. We're talking Google Sheets, DOCX files, PDFs straight from your Google Drive. You can even upload images, like pictures of handwritten notes. It's turning NotebookLM into the central hub for pretty much all of your knowledge and all your projects.
Okay, so collecting all those insights is amazing, but that's really only half the battle, right? The part that gets me really excited is how NotebookLM helps you turn all that raw research into finished stuff you can actually use. I mean, this is where the productivity gains are just insane. If you're a student, imagine your research instantly becoming a quiz or a set of flashcards. If you're a content creator, picture getting a slide deck or even an AI-hosted audio summary generated in seconds. The possibilities here are just endless.
So let's zoom out. When you pull all of this together, the autonomous research, that massive context window, the instant content creation, you have to ask the bigger question. What does this all actually mean for the future of how we work and how we learn?
Look, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that this really feels like the start of a whole new era. We are moving beyond just asking an AI simple questions. We're entering a world where AI is a genuine partner, a collaborator in the process of discovery and creation. That's a huge shift in our relationship with information itself. And that really leaves us with one final big thought to chew on. As this technology gets better and more widespread, we're heading for a future where pretty much everyone has an expert-level research assistant in their pocket 24/7. So what happens to expertise? What happens to education? And what happens to creativity when that becomes our reality? That's a question worth thinking about.